to practice some competition combos. Wanting to get ready for the competition season and thought this would be a good opportunity to practice. So, hope y'all enjoy. Welcome to the stream. Close. Close, close, close. That happens sometimes. Yo, how's it going, Tay? Welcome, welcome. Just doing some quick competition practice. Congrats on doing well at Florida. I heard that you won sport division. That's awesome, dude. Congrats. Trying to figure out a better way to do that regen combo. Yo, how's it going, TTV Face? How's it going, Sankey? Times 2, it's true. I've had a little bit of extra time before rehearsal today, so thought it would be fun to do another quick stream if I could. Glad it's going well. Good to hear. Good to hear. A little rough on the control on that one, but I'm pretty happy with how it was landed. How's it going, Lucas? It's good. How are you? You have a challenge for me? Go for it. What's the challenge? No guarantees I'll be able to complete it, but I'm willing to give it a try. As long as it's not something too crazy. Dang. So close. Lost some control on that one. Godspeed into DNA. Alright, fair enough. I'm gonna give that a go. And then I'll get back to some off-string practice. Ah, dang, I almost got that first try. Almost got it first try. Bro. So close. So close. Messing up on the DNA for some reason. Close enough. Close enough. Yeah, we made it. We made it close enough. Good to see you too, PB&J. How's it going? Trying to get used to how this yo-yo moves because it likes to fly further with less effort, which is awesome. But I'm used to kind of having to work harder for those rolls, and so it launches the yo-yo a lot further than I expect it to. How long have I been yo-yoing for? About just shy of 16 years. It'll be 16 years in 2025. So I've been doing it for a while. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Dang. Thought I had that one for a second there. You've been writing for songs for 10 years? Sick, dude. That's awesome. What kind of music do you like to write? Probably ought to switch the string out. Keeps slipping binds. How's it going, Ethan? Welcome. You're 14 and you've been writing songs for 10 years. That's nuts, dude. I bet you're pretty good at it by this point. Yo, thanks, Dominic. I appreciate it, man. Trying some hard tricks and not landing them as well as I'd like to be landing them, but that's why we're practicing. It's to get better. Looks like we might have gotten a snag around the bearing. There we go. It's all good, Ethan. No worries. You're about to relapse your first song. What do you mean by relapse your first song? Do you mean like revamp it? Or like redo it? Dang, I thought I had that. Release. Okay, gotcha. Yo, thanks, Big B. Appreciate it. Dang it, I almost had that. It was so close. So close, dude. A gravity pull into a leg trap. If I'm using a responsive yo-yo, I can. I can give that a go for a second. So, gravity pull. This is the main throw. So, gravity pull into leg wrap trap. Looks something like that. Yeah, I'm trying to practice my competition combos because I've been wanting to get better at them so that I can actually get better placings at competitions. But as you can tell, I'm not as consistent as at these tricks, so trying to get better at them. How's it going? The Ragers. The Ragers Hudson Crossman. Thanks, Big B. Thanks, Ethan. Appreciate it. Glad y'all are enjoying the tricks. If you are, please do double tap the screen. It tells YouTube that y'all are enjoying the live. Got a little tangled on that one. Let's try it again. It's a fun combo right there, man. How's my day been? It's been good. It's been good. Not a lot has happened today. Just work and streaming and such like that, you know. How's it going, Skylar? Glad you like the tricks. Messed up the whip. So close, so close. Let me try that again. We give it one more go. One more go. We got this. We got this. How's it going? There it is. A little aggressive on that whip, but we made it. Such a fun bind to throw in, man. It's such a cool one. How's it going, Josiah? Welcome. That's such a fun combo, man. I should do a vlog. I might consider that. I've thought about doing one, like a yearly review of like the competitive landscape that I've gotten back involved in, and like getting involved in off-string yo-yoing and stuff like that. I thought of doing something like that. It's kind of like a little thing like that. You've always wanted to learn how to do something like that, Lucky? Well, you are in the best time in the world's history to be able to do it so far, because there are a lot of resources on YouTube now, which makes learning tricks like this possible. So if you are interested, I'd say go for it, man. It's a really fun hobby. Dang. It's a really fun hobby, honestly. Would recommend. How's it going, Just Josh? Good to see ya. Teach you some tricks. What tricks do you want to learn? Oh, that actually was almost a really cool save. You just need to find the time. That is fair. That is fair. You know, there are a lot of things that can require our time. And finding time for new hobbies can be challenging for sure. Definitely understand that. Dang. If it's not spinning fast enough, sometimes it won't bind. Thank you, Javier. I appreciate it. So you want to learn trapeze and leg trap? Fair enough. Also, I appreciate all of the comments. I unfortunately don't speak what language is being typed in the chat at the moment, But I really do appreciate you being here, and if anybody does know the language that's being typed in the chat, please do let me know. I would love to be involved with everybody in the chat if I can, being able to answer questions. But if not, I'm sorry. But you wanted to learn trapeze and then leg trap. So, trapeze, first and foremost, and then Godspeed. We'll come back to Godspeed in a second. So for trapeze, I'm going to take the glove off so you can kind of see what's going on a little bit easier, because it kind of blends in with the background. But the idea with trapeze is you want to throw to the side, like to your side, as opposed to in front of you. So that's the first thing, is to form a muscle and throw to the side. And as the yo-yo swings across your body, put your non-dominant hand out with your finger forward and loop the yo-yo around your finger. It can be helpful to kind of be eyeing your finger and the yo-yo so that as it comes around, you can aim the yo-yo to land on the string. So as you can see, as it swings, we wrap it around the finger, just like that. And then to dismount, we can just hop it back off, or we can just drop the mount. And then as for leg wrap trap, it's a little bit harder than trapeze, but the idea is that you're doing it around the world in front of you, which is sometimes known as the world tour. So you'll be doing the world tour, and the idea is that as it's spinning, you intercept it by stepping forward. So you step forward and let the yo-yo spin around, and then as it spins around your leg, you step forward with your other leg. So if you're right-handed, step forward with your right leg first, and then your left to let it come through. And then you have the yo-yo behind your back. If you're left-handed, do the inverse of that. But just lead with the leg that is closest to the arm that has the yo-yo attached. That would be my recommendation for leg wrap trap. Leg wrap trap. It's a bit of a tongue twister, but it's a fun trick. Come on. And then our Godspeed as well. A little sloppy, but we made it. Yeah, good luck with practicing that. And hello to your cat. All right, let's practice a little bit of solo hum. Cats can be a little heavy sometimes. I'm going to practice one of my solo hum combos for competition as well, because I really want to end my freestyle with a solo hum combo. Something like that. That was close. We almost got that first try. Yo, thanks, Maria. I appreciate it. Thank you. And thank you, Ethan, as well. I'm glad that y'all are enjoying the tricks and the videos. No. Lost control on that one a little bit. Yeah, I put a lot of time and effort into this because it's something I really enjoy, and it seems like people also enjoy it as well. And so I'm glad that y'all are finding some positivity and some fun in some yo-yo tricks. I know I have for the better half of my life at this point. And I'm glad that y'all are too. So close. I'm trying to get that combo to be more efficient, I guess is a good way to put it, just because like normally I like get a little hesitant during the rolls, and I'll like stay doing the rolls for a while before I work up the courage to do the other tricks. And in a competition you only have so much time And so like you don't have a lot of time to spend doing the rolls if you want to include the other tricks as well. So I'm trying to get better at going straight into those as opposed to, yeah, I kind of figured that was going to happen. Going straight into them instead of hesitating. That's kind of what I've been working on. We don't need 1,000 people to tune in for donos to be able to be used. It's actually based on watch hours. So for the YouTubers in the chat, it's the same benchmark as memberships. So 500 subscribers and then 3,000 watch hours. It was a little sloppy, but we made it. And so at the moment, we definitely haven't the subscriber metric by a long shot, but watch hours are calculated kind of weird. So we're still working on that one at the moment. Because fun fact, shorts views are counted differently towards watch hours than streams or long form videos. So it's a completely different metric if you go the shorts route. Fun fact. But that's all minutia. We're just here to have fun anyway. I almost caught that immediately. It's close. Can I do a Patreon? I'm working on a Patreon at the moment. I haven't finished it yet. And by finished it, I mean I haven't published it yet. I still need to work on it. Crap. One of the few downsides to using a glove while yo-yoing. Yo, how's it going, Sahab? Glad you enjoy the tricks. I forget to do an even number of bounces and the second yo-yo doesn't come off the string. Like when I'm doing the release. Like that. Or like when I'm doing other tricks. No. Goodness. We have found ourselves in a unique knot. There we go. We're good. How was the performance at the church yesterday? It was good. It was a lot of fun. A bit stressful in finding it because I'd never performed at that church before, and so I'd never been there. So it was a little convoluted trying to find where the chapel was, but we eventually made it. There we go. I feel like it'd be so fun to do a regen there. On the bind, sometimes I have to bounce the yo-yo back to my hand. Yeah, sometimes I do have to bounce it back to my hand. Just because I either don't get a strong enough bind or it's spinning too slowly. Dang. I also probably need to replace the strings on here because they're getting a little bit old and slippy. I should bounce twice. Why should I bounce twice? Is it so that it doesn't snag? Yo, how's it going? 200cc. How many years have I been yo-yoing? Just shy of 16. It'll be 16. Oh boy, that wasn't supposed to happen. It'll be 16 in the new year. So we've been doing it for a while, but it's fun. Yeah, so it'll like kind of snag a little bit, like it'll wind up weird if I only. I see where you're coming from, and I have noticed that it does kind of come off a little bit, like when I do the second throw. I feel like the best solution would be to just get a better bind in the first place. Yeah, that's true. I have had that issue. These the boundless have a bit of a wider gap, and so it's less of a problem, but it still sometimes won't fully unwrap. Dang. During that bind, which is why I kind of want to try and get a better bind. Which means that I need to have a better throw and also a more efficient combo so that the yo-yo has more spin. And I'm not trying to do a bind on low RPMs. Dang. But yeah, all good things. All good things to focus on for sure. That did not work as well as I had envisioned in my head, but that's okay. Am I going to do a stream late tonight? Probably not, because I have rehearsal tonight too. Being a musician at Christmas can be a little bit busy, especially a choral musician, but that's okay. Because I enjoy doing that kind of thing, and I signed up for it because I wanted to, and so I'm grateful to be busy. But it is busy for sure. Yo, how's it going, Mr. Noob? Welcome, welcome. You shorten your string to help with the bind. Oh, that's true. That's a good point. The thing is though, like I don't want to shorten my regular 4A string any more than I already did, because like I can shorten it a little bit more, and it wouldn't be a big deal. But I don't want to make it so short that I miss all my binds. Dang. Almost had that one. Can I teach you something, or can you teach me about what you're doing because I'm confused and I don't know what you're doing? Fair enough. So what I'm doing right now is I'm doing a style of yo-yo called offstring yo-yoing. And so that's where the yo-yo is not attached to the string. So you can see that I can hop it off the string because the yo-yo is spinning independent of the string. And so what happens is that gives you a lot of freedom to be able to hop on and off the string in different formations, in different patterns, and to be able to throw and catch the yo-yo in very unique ways. It's a little bit different than normal yo-yoing, but it's really fun, and I like it a lot. It keeps me active. It's very creative. You gotta, let's see, catch up with your studies. Good luck. Good luck, Ethan. Thanks for stopping by. So yeah, the nice thing with Offstring is that it's almost like a hybrid of like a Chinese style of yo-yoing called Diablo, and just regular yo-yoing. And so it lends itself to a lot of really unique tricks that are just not possible in other styles of yo-yoing, which is really fun. I still can't believe that actually works. Oh man. Yo, thanks man. I appreciate it, Mr. Noob. You'd be surprised, there's actually a lot of tutorials for it. So, believe it or not, I've only been doing off-string yo-yo seriously for a year. So, if I can learn this in a year, you can absolutely learn it. you know, the speed that you learn may vary depending on person to person, because I've been yo-yoing in general for a long time. But I genuinely think that anyone can learn to yo-yo if they want to. There's lots of really good resources for it. Ah, the yo-yo guys, glad you pop up on another one. Hey, thanks, man. I appreciate it. Thank you. Hi, please. 200cc. As with normal yo-yoing, string stays by the response pads. Yep. Say that because I don't have a yo-yo to do it. Okay, that's fair. That is fair. You kind of do need a yo-yo to be able to do it for sure. Have you ever yo-yoed before? Yo, how's it going, ALP Soccer? Welcome. So close. I did not have good control on that one, that's for sure. You used to have a yo-yo but didn't know how to use it. Fair enough. I feel like that's a common problem, is that people get a yo-yo, think it's fun, and then they don't know how to use it, and it can kind of like get lost in a drawer or a closet or whatever. But there's a lot of really good beginner yo-yo tutorials now, especially on YouTube. So if you do happen to find that yo-yo, or get one from like Target or Walmart or wherever you can find yo-yos, you know, I'd recommend it. It's a really fun hobby. In my opinion. It's like from the dollar store. Yeah, those ones might be a little bit hard to learn this style of trick for sure. But you can still learn the basic throw and catch with them for sure. Thought I had that. Thought I had that for a second there. Got the emojis in the chat. You got one from school and you try to use it like people use it normally, but it fell out that and immediately broke. Yeah. That's kind of the way it goes with dollar store yo-yos, is that they're very cheaply made most of the time, and so they're not really made to last very long. Okay, I thought I had that. Not enough spin on that one. Any tips for learning 4A tricks? Yes. So, I guess first and foremost, have you played 4A before? Because my advice may vary, but especially for beginners, I'd highly recommend starting on regular yo-yoing, especially responsive yo-yoing first. Yeah, they can be kind of expensive for sure, Mr. Noob, but there are some less expensive options you can get on AliExpress, for instance, for Offstring, that are still pretty good as well, that are more in like the $20 to $30 range. Or on Yo-Yo Sam, there's the Magic Yo-Yo T2, but it's like $25, so it's a lot less expensive than most Offstrings. Guess the country. I'm gonna guess Brazil. You already do advanced money. Okay, well, cool. So then in that case, then what I would recommend is really kind of grind the basics a little bit. So first and foremost, get yourself an Offstring yo-yo if you don't already have one. And I would really recommend getting good at the throw and catch before you start grinding other tricks. So for learning the throw and catch, it's just like a forward pass, except you intercept the string with your non-throw hand or with your non-dominant hand as it comes out, and you hold on to it so that you give your yo-yo a landing pad. Generally speaking, you probably won't have to throw too much string into the gap for the bind. But my main recommendation would be to experiment with different types of hopping. So like for example, you have yourself a 1.5 mount here. See what happens like as you move around a 1.5 mount. You can see, oh, I can hop off the string and land here in a brother mount. Or I can hop off the string here and land in a reverse, right, in more of like a Ouija bow mount. I'd really recommend just like experimenting with the different ways you can hop in and out of basic mounts, because it's actually super fun. And I feel like it gives you a good idea for like how the yo-yo moves in the air and how to move your hands in that short period of time to be able to throw and catch the yo-yo on and off the string. As for like specific tutorials or specific tricks to try, some good ones to start with would be barrel rolls. This one's good just for getting the idea of like moving a yo-yo that's not attached to the string. The bridge whip, which I personally find to be easier than other whips. It's kind of like the 1A bridge bind. And then leg orbits. Leg orbits are really good for learning the basics of orbiting tricks. And it's relevant for body orbits, for arm orbits, for head orbits, for all sorts of different types of orbits. So I'd say start with those. There's not a ton of off-string tutorials in comparison to other styles, but Hunter has a whole series on them. Ray has some series on them as well. So I hope some of those tips help. I am planning to make a beginner's guide for off-string, so keep that in mind. Can I do around the world? Does that count? What made me want to start yo-yoing? Some friends of mine at a church camp brought yo-yos with them, and I thought it was the coolest thing. And then me and one of my buddies, after the church camp, went to Walmart to get our own yo-yos, and we had a really fun time learning tricks. And so then we ended up getting a trick, like yo-yos that came with a trick DVD from Omega, and we grinded out a bunch of tricks from that. And I just kept going from there. Got involved in a yo-yo club, which was super fun. Met some really great people from it, and got introduced to the competitive scene, and the rest is history, man. It's been really fun. Would highly recommend. Can I do the spider snowflake? Or spider web? Is there a spider web yo-yo trick? Because if there is, I don't know that trick offhand. Unless you're referring to Spider-Man, which is almost like that, except for you whip the string into the gap. Can I do my hardest trick on a yo-yo? Did I make you sad, Sao Tome and Principe? I forgot to guess what country. I was going to guess Brazil. Can I do the DNA? I can do the DNA. Oh boy. Sorry about that. My tripod fell over. Sorry about that. You unsubscribed because I guessed Brazil? Well, sorry. I tried. We'll do the DNA and then I gotta head out for rehearsal. But I hope y'all have enjoyed the stream. Thanks for being here. If you have enjoyed the stream, please do consider liking and subscribing so that you can be notified for future streams and for future videos. And if you didn't enjoy it, I'm sorry. I'm trying my best and just having a good time as much as possible. So we'll call that close enough to a DNA. Yeah, thanks, man. I appreciate it, Scooby-Don't. And I hope y'all have a good evening. Thanks for being here, y'all. Good night.